This is a mucket, M-U-C-K-E-T. It's one of Connecticut's cryptid creatures. It's in the village of Higganum, the town of Haddam, Connecticut. It's a creature that's been around since the 1950s, I guess. And it resides in Candlewood Hill Brook. There's a old factory in 1989 that burnt down, and the fire department used the water to put the fire out, and I guess it sucked up a bunch of these creatures and they burned, but that wasn't the last of them. There's still sightings of them around here. We're going to go to the old factory too and see the ruins of the old factory. Waterfall, factory ruins is where we're going. This is Higganum Cove Preserve. This is where the factory burned down. It was a carbon paper factory, and they used the water from the brook to put out the factory fire. This was in 1989. And the cryptid Muckets got sucked up out of the water, and I guess they burned. It's just a story, but we'll see how it looks over there. Okay, there's a little path here. Go down in search of Muckets. There's some ruins right here. I hear the water running. Yeah, there's just some walls over here. From a factory. This is part of the factory. All in here. That's a cool tunnel under here, under the bridge. Yeah, it looks like the water used to come through here. Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's a road bridge there, old road bridge. It's amazing how this stuff stays. Of course, that has a big crack in it, and I'm walking under it. That one too, oh boy. And let's go look at the brook itself. Yeah, it looks like it ran through here at one time. Maybe when it floods. You know what? I bet you that's an old train bridge right there. Yeah, I bet you that one across the river there, or the brook. Yeah, this is the brook where the Muckets are supposed to be. I'm gonna see if I can climb down there. Let me shut this off. Alright, let's try going this way. Yeah, we can get down to the brook here. Okay, so this is called Candlewood Hill Brook. And this is where the Muckets reside, supposedly. In the 1960s, they used to send firemen recruits out to see if they could catch them, as a joke probably. But yeah, this could be, wow, this is nice actually. And the Muckets are amphibious creatures. Look at that. They made nice little seats in here for me. Yeah, they're amphibious, so they don't have to stay in the water. They can also come out of the water and go on land. It's one of the lesser known cryptids of Connecticut. That's why I wanted to come out and actually see for myself. Yeah, this would be definitely a place for a creature that didn't want to be seen. I don't see any. And there's still factory ruins down here that we're going to take a look at. I'm just trying to look at and see what the easiest way is to go. There's a hole there that looks like it's drilled. And that looks like falls right there. Alright. We're going to go up there and around and see what's down that way. There's more factory rooms down there. Some more wall from the old factory. Alright. Climb up here. Oh boy. Yeah, that's where the fire department took the water from there, sucked it up to put out the factory fire. Let's go back up there and see what else we could see. That's part of the factory. That's a turbine down there. Water will come through and then the falls are down that way. We'll go down there and take a closer look too. Some more factory ruins right there. Yeah, that was an old mill, and then it was repurposed as a carbon paper factory, I believe. There's a lot of growth here. It looks like there's a trail there and something was sitting there too, so definitely a lot of places where cryptids could hide. Yeah, it's all matted down there too. could be a, that's too big to be a, too big to be the Mucket, but it could be like a Sasquatch in here too. Water is very still right here. Alright, we're going to go take a better look at the falls and the building. Wow, that's really nice. Any Muckets in here? People still say they see them popping their heads out of the water to this day. I don't know if they're kidding or not. But whether or not the story is true, they do have a statue in front of the hardware store, and they do have parades every year and celebrate. They have Mucket parades every year. Ooh, I do not want to fall in here. And there are a lot of spider webs. There's old bricks here too. That's all old piles of old bricks from the factory. Alright, I gotta try to get up that way to the falls. There's the tunnel where the water went into the turbine. And here's the Candlewood Hill Brook and the falls over there. Oh. Oh. Made it across. That's beautiful. That's a pretty good sized falls too if we're having no rain for a while. There's actually stairs going up there. Some big wells there. That's when rocks get caught in there and they just keep swirling around and wearing away at the rock. closer there. See anything popping their heads up out of there? And that's where we were down there before. There's stairs there. See if there's an easier way to get down here. I'm sure there is with stairs. Pretty nice place though. Cryptid or not. Alright. A squirrel over there. Hey buddy. You're not a mucket. Yeah, this is the top of that bridge we were first under. I think that's probably an old train bridge. Just wide enough.